Hello everyone, it is Pat with our daily oracle card reading and message for Friday, the 31st of May, 2013. So here we are in the final day of May of this year. And for today's reading, I was guided to go to the Mary, Queen of the Angels Oracle Card Deck by Doreen Virtue. May is often considered to be the month of Mary, so I guess it's fitting or appropriate that we end the month with a message from her card deck. But as always, when I go to approach the reading, when I tune into the angels and ask to be a clear messenger, I then ask which card deck would be best to use, and I just go with the one I'm guided to use. So for today, it is this one. And we'll see what the message is for our YouTube community from Mary. And I always find that whether I'm using her card deck or if there's a card that comes up from her in any one of the other card decks that has her on it, there's just an energy of grace that is around when Mary's energy is present. So let's see what that energy has for a message for us today on this Friday, the very last day of May. All right, there's nothing jumping out of the deck. Nothing spilling out. Oops. So let's see what the message is. I'm just going to brush through. Ooh, okay. Well, the message that came out is very plain and simply God. And it says, I step out of the way and surrender any need for control in order to make room for God's healing love to flow through me and this situation. So this is reminds me of that phrase, which I know many of you have heard, let go and let God. And I had heard it in Al-Anon family groups quite often, but it is, I'm sure it's in many other places other than there, but it is a message to let go of trying to control the outcome of something. If you've asked the divine for help, whether you've gone to God directly or to the angels or to a saint or a master that you're particularly have an affinity for, then it's time to just let it go, step out of the way, and let the divine intervene and work the magic, if you will. And obviously do what you're guided to do, but this is about, it's time to let it go, and as if you're bringing a letter to the mailbox, and you're now letting the postal people, the postal carrier, take care of it for you. Once you let go of the letter, it's in their hands, and that's what this message is about. Because sometimes the more we struggle with something, the more we try to control or figure out a way how it can be done, the more we struggle with it. That struggle comes from an underlying fear, and struggle only begets more struggle oftentimes. So it's time to step out of the way, to step out of the struggle, and allow the divine to intervene and to bring you to have that more receptive energy. Allow it to come to you. Allow it to show up in your life. Because when we call on God and the angels, we're often calling them because we want that, miraculous intervention, or their intervention in a way that can help things work out more smoothly. And so they're saying, okay, you've asked us, get out of the way and let us help you. So it's a bit of a message to relax today. If you've done as much as you can do, let go of it and go into your weekend, relax and enjoy. If you've completed like a project, an application, whether it's for school or for employment or what have you, once you've done it and submitted it, let go and put it in God's hands, or put it in your angel's hands, whatever you feel most aligned with. Let's see. And as the card says, it's in order to make room for God's healing love to flow through me in this situation. So it's also a message about, maybe for those of you out there who consider yourself to be a messenger in some way, whether it's through music or writing, what have you, and you're very spiritually connected, and it's about letting go and allowing the divine to work through you and knowing that the divine is working through you. Ask them to speak through you in your communications, and if you have to interact with people. This is a little bit, in line with yesterday's message about focusing on service. When you focus on being of service, you allow the divine to work through you as a healing instrument, or as an instrument of peace, if you will. I'm going to read a little bit of the description in the book, what Doreen has to say about this card. It says, "You've prayed for help, and now it's time to allow heaven to assist you. God's love and wisdom have always been available to you, provided that you're willing to trust His divine will. Release any unhealed components of your relationship with your Creator to Mother Mary and the angels, in favor of developing a closer and more trusting one. This may require tremendous faith on your part, especially if you can't see a solution to your present situation on the horizon. This card indicates that you've been approaching the situation single-handedly, trying to anticipate and control the outcome by yourself. Anxiety comes from distrust in divine order and timing, along with disappointment when other people don't follow your plans. Surrendering your need to be the scriptwriter helps you relax and actually get better results. God has room to heal you and the situation when you allow Him to be in charge." So that is the mantra for today. Let go and let God be in charge, so that divine order can fall into place. So in some ways it's not always easy to do, but in other ways it can be a welcome relief, saying, okay, I'm just going to walk away from this for a little bit. Done as much as I can with it. I'm putting it into the hands of the divine. And let's see if there's any other additional message along with it that we need to know right now. All right, nothing's popping out, so I'm going to leave that with that. The only other message I'm going to bring forward is going into the month of, since we're at the end of May, and we're going to be going into the month of June, I always like to pick an Archangel card to see what Archangel is working with us as we go into this new month. And the Archangel we're going to be working with, or that's come out for this month, is the Archangel Zadkiel, with the message of teaching and learning. It says, "Keep an open mind and learn new ideas, then teach these ideas to others." So Zadkiel is one of the two archangels who's really has very much to do with intellectual things like ideas, and help with students who are in the process of learning. And so I guess it's not a surprise to me that he comes up for this month of June, as many people are taking their final exams. Many students are finishing and completing programs. And it's, he's in here to help with that learning process, and to help you to remember what you need to remember for your tests, and to help you convey your ideas in written examinations, or any kind of practical examination. So, and he's also urging you, if there's new courses or new classes or seminars that come up for you that you have an interest in, and you feel that spark towards them, that it is a good time in this coming month to take them, and it's a good time for you to learn new ideas, and also to get out and share them with others, to teach them with others, whether it's on an individual one-on-one basis or in a larger way, by holding a class yourself. We often teach what we need to learn, and so your learning experiences build upon one another, and sometimes we end up having a great deal more that we can share and teach others than we realize. So Zadkiel is an angel of, of compassion and benevolence. I believe his name means righteousness of God, but I want to verify that before I say for sure. But he's an angel of great compassion and benevolence, and so it's about teaching with compassion and having compassion on yourself in this process. So his energy is very, very gentle, very studious, very quiet. So anyways, I'll have more on him and how we can work with him in my monthly newsletter, which I will probably post either today or later tomorrow. So I hope you have a lovely Friday, everyone. Thanks so much for listening to my videos, watching my videos, and being a part of the channel. Love having you here. I thank you so much, and I look forward to speaking with you again very soon. Take care.